so that was nice.
Would you play?
Enlisted. Oh man.
You were telling me about that one.
So it's been out. Apparently, it's been out for a while, but like I don't. I'm not. Don't quote me on this. I don't know if it was like just last week, but it's in open beta now, and they did a Twitch Drops event. They're doing another one this weekend, 2 weekends in a row, and it's from the War Thunder devs. So you
Remind me
know,
who they are.
um, Gaijin,
Okay.
Gaijin,
Okay.
Gaijin Entertainment. They do War Thunder, which is a just super popular free cross-platform game, and this is a free boots on the ground World War II experience, and it's got a twist. Instead of like you can do it, you normal Battlefield, you versus everyone like else, individual players, but usually how you play the game is that you have a team of 12 dudes. Well, each
Yeah, that's what you were telling me.
person has like can have like up to like I have a infantry squad with 8 people, and then I run a smaller airborne squad
All
that
AI.
has all SMGs, AI. But then when you die, you just take place of one of them,
Okay.
or you can press Y on the keyboard and flip flop between all the dudes in your squad on the fly.
That's dope. All different
So
loadouts and shit, so you could just kind of choose between who you want.
yep, yep.
That's
But
sick.
it's like loadouts with the catch on how you get the guns. But if you check it out, I mean, I recommend everyone check it out. It's free. If you don't like it, uninstall it.
Yeah, I also looked it up. If you like you said, if you're interested, check it out because it's free to play. It's free to play on Xbox, PS4, PS5 actually, and
And I
PC.
guarantee
And
it'll
it's
soon be
and it's
cross.
cross. It is
Oh,
crossplay.
is it?
Yes.
Oh, okay, it is.
Yeah,
All right.
because
No
you
wonder
told
why.
you told me to look into that like sometime earlier this week, and I didn't get to it until earlier today. And yeah, I watched someone's like sponsored video, and they were talking about how it's crossplay, cross all
Pretty
gen.
sick.
Yeah. So yeah, that looks
It's
cool.
like it scratches that like it kind of fixes that nasty taste in our mouths from Battlefield 5. You know,
Did
like
you did you ever go back to Battlefield 5 like with the World War II, like with the Iwo Jima expansions and everything?
no, I wanted to, but then someone was like, it's still not worth the money. Like play it on a free weekend or something. But I'm
Yeah,
like,
that would be my. I mean, you could probably get it for cheap now, but that game really did pick up around that point. I definitely put in some hours in Battlefield 5 when the
yeah,
Iwo Jima map packs came out because yeah, that's because the main issue I had with that game was the weapons. Like it took place in World War II and there was no bar, there was no Grand, there was no like signature World War II weapons. There was just like a bunch of random ass
well,
guns
like
I've never seen
because you
before.
like honestly, you can't make a world on a selling point. You can't make a World War II game without the United States Armory. You just
Yeah.
can't. Like it, unless you're what Operation is it Rising Storm that series?
Yeah, I think so.
Their
Or
games
yeah.
I don't know. That was like Russian front and stuff, which is cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I think I played that, and I played a little bit more of Project Zomboid this week,
How's that going?
and
You were playing that last week too, I
oh,
think.
it's rough, but I'm learning. Definitely learning experience, but it is one of the most in-depth simulation games I've ever played, for sure. Like so in depth. Like I'm like fuck watching tutorials. I'm going to just use my head. Like what would I do? They shut the water off. Well, I'm just going to take this tin can, cut the top off and stick it outside. Bring the water in, boil it up, put
Damn.
it in my ramen noodles. But make
that's
sure I
that's heavy.
but make sure I don't have the timer set on the oven because that fucker will go off and all the zombies will come. So, and the same with the microwave. Like or you pick up
Ding.
you pick up a digital watch you found off a dead body, and you go to bed, and next thing you know, there's an alarm set. Beep beep, and all the zombies are coming. You're like, oh, I forgot to check the alarm. Yeah,
That's dope.
it's
Yeah.
pretty dope.
Is-
Yeah, and then
is-
I just watched some movies this week too. So
was that Zombo? What was it, Zomboid?
Project
Project
Zomboid.
Zomboid. Is that free to play or is that like
$15.
okay. Yeah, I might have to check that one
And
out.
and it's build 41. You got to make sure you do the whole. I can run you through
Weird.
it. It's easy.
But you said you were watching some movies too?
Yeah, a lot of throwbacks. Like the other like I've been trying to like get Lady Ham to watch a lot of like my favorite 80s action movies, right?
Oh yeah.
She's been
Oh,
digging
yeah.
them. She's been digging them, but this one she really dug. I was like, "All right, we got to watch Escape from New York."
Ooh.
And she was like, "What's it about?" And I was like, "It was like one of the only movies that I've ever like read the I've seen it a million times, you know, but like it was one of the only movies that I've read the description and I was like, "Oh, she's going to love it."
Fucking Snake
Like,
Plissken, baby.
well, yeah, well, it's just like, you know, United States in the future, 1997.
Fun fact, that's who Solid Snake and Metal Gear Solid is based off
Yep.
of.
There's no denying it.
Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
once
the
you look up an
fans.
image of the guy, it's like, yeah.
But yeah, and the second one not as good, but still need to watch it. Like I watch it for the character. I love
Oh,
Kurt
yeah.
Russell. He's one of my favorite actors. Did you see his son?
Yeah, Wyatt Russell.
Yeah, Wyatt Russell. He's like, yeah, I'm that. No, that would be career suicide.
I just,
You know,
I,
like
with his recent interview where he talked about being Kurt Russell's son, that was me, like, what was it? I remember the first thing I saw him in that I can remember was, what's it called? Like, off the top of my head was 22nd Jump Street. He was like Channing Tatum's like meathead best friend in college. And then he did an episode of Black Mirror, the VR episode. That
yeah,
is
all right. That's how I was
that
like, dude, this guy looks so familiar.
that shit. He really displayed his acting chops there, because that dude, oh my god,
At the end,
that
when he's
episode,
screaming,
oh my
when he's
god,
screaming at the end,
yeah,
he
that
did it. Put all into that.
yeah, that whole episode is intense.
Sick.
I needed a
Reminds me of,
break
like-
after that one. But then yeah, no, and then I saw him in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That's where he's getting a lot of his recognition now.
Yeah.
He's great in that too.
But yeah, dude, I actually don't hate me. You know, I've seen it a million times, but I fell asleep. But Lady Ham stayed up. She's like, "That was an awesome movie." I was like, yes, freaking Snake Plissken, dude. Like that. Oh my gosh, it's just my vibe movie. John Carpenter. You know the
Oh, yeah.
soundtrack, the score.
One of the greats.
Ugh, great. And then I watched Agent Cody Banks.
Come on.
Hey, you know,
I can't hate. There are times where I watch fucking terrible movies.
I know, and I was the whole time I'm like, man, I feel bad for this Frankie Muniz. Doesn't even remember this badass role.
I don't care about that. I care about how he doesn't remember Malcolm in the Middle.
I know. I don't know. Cody Banks, the first one. The second one I've never liked, even as a kid.
I'm more of
Hated the second one.
I'm more of a big fat liar kind of guy myself.
I've seen that one so much. That's like a yearly watch for
This
me.
Paul
dude.
Giamatti, are you fucking kidding me?
He's also one of my favorite supporting actors because
How elite. He's a lead. He's a lead. Give him
I've seen it, but that's like his only lead that I can remember. You know, I've seen him in,
Sideways. He's a lead in.
dude, I thought my favorite was fucking Saving Private Ryan. Like,
he's a cameo in that.
I know. He's in there for more than 5 minutes.
Oh god. So what else you watch? Anything else?
The back
Of
of my
note.
eyelids. Sleeping.
Yeah, let's see here. What do I got? So about once a year I run through the Hobbit, or not the Hobbit, the Lord of the Rings series, but since HBO Max came out and they have all of those on there, I'm starting with the Hobbit. I watched it once when they first came out, and I remember thinking, oh god, this is garbage. They broke the first book up into 3 books. Why would you do that? This does not make any sense. This movie should have just been one like really long movie. But I'm coming at it again, different eye. Still not that good. It doesn't capture really any of the specialty of any of the nuances of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, which is, in my opinion, probably the best trilogy of movies of all time. But that's just a side note. So yeah, I'm running through those. I just finished the first one. I'm like halfway through the second one. and I'm really just fighting through them to get to Lord of the Rings because it's literally just,
Yeah.
dude, it's literally just Dungeons and Dragons the movie, and it's like the fucking coolest thing in the world. Um, I also watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier wrapped up today, so I watched that before we started streaming. I watched that in 8. Oh my god, what a fucking ending! What a fucking tears, fucking tears. There was what was it? He was talking to Isaiah, just no spoilers, but like light spoilers, just like name wise. He was talking to Isaiah, and then when he brought him to this spot, like he's just like, "Here, get dressed up. I gotta show you something." And I was like, "You didn't do it." And then where they go, that's where I was like, "You're fucking lying." I'm starting even thinking about it right now. 28 days later, just I saw that on Hulu, and I was like, "Oh shit."
It's on Hulu?
Yeah, 28 days and 28 weeks are both on
Oh,
Hulu.
so I can watch them both. Dude, the opening, well,
Dude,
both of them, but you know which one
I have,
want.
yeah, no, I haven't seen the second one
Oh,
in like fucking 10 years.
but you
So
remember the intro.
I don't remember. I remember,
dude.
I remember almost nothing about, like, I remember a bunch of napalm going off, and that's about it. And I remember the guy kissing his clearly infected wife and then getting infected at the end, and it's like, what are you doing? God damn! I need to stop drinking.
Yeah,
Go on,
good
sorry.
movies.
Yeah, no,
No, just saying
yeah,
great movies in
yeah.
general.
Yeah, they're easily the best zombie movies. What else do I got here? Because I had a very, 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 very bad week, so I was kind of just trying to block my mind out with anything I could. Disco Elysium, I got about 45 minutes in until I had to cut the stream. And then I watched, or wait, no, I want to save that one for last. I played Horizon. That's free on PlayStation, PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. Don't need PlayStation Plus. Don't need anything. You just need the console and the online. Yep, it's part of their stay-at-home play initiative and stay-at-home and play initiative. So yeah, go and check that out. I'm replaying that because the sequel's supposed to come out this year. I'll get into that later. And I am just I haven't played the game since I platinumed it back in 2017. Did I say 16 before? It came out in 2017. So I'm just running through that, just refreshing my memory with the story and the characters and the setting. And then I watched that movie Nobody, that Bob Odenkirk kind of.
Yeah, don't ruin it. I want.
I'm not going to, but dude, watch it the second you can.
Okay.
Don't pay for it because like my whole thing was I went on Apple TV to like go and rent it. It was like $20. I was like, Jesus Christ. And then I went on Amazon. It was like $20. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Note to Hollywood. If you charge $10, me, and I'm sure Jay, and I'm sure many other people would have been happy to have rented it for the evening. But you charge $20. I ain't paying $20 for no 24-hour rental. So yeah, I torrented it. But yeah, no, dude, that shit is really fucking good. It's kind of a slow start. But it's like it's an entertaining slow start. Like it's slow in the sense of like an Edgar Wright film is slow. Like it like the whole opening was like editing wise reminded me just like Edgar Wright. Like picture like Simon Pegg's character like traveling from point A to point B in a movie. Like those fast, quick editings just showing you quick shots, giving you notes of what he's doing without, just cutting right to the next scene. So that's it was slow, but with the editing and how it was set up was really cool.
John Wick had a very slow burn in the beginning, in the first one.
I wouldn't. I would say like time to
30 minutes without watching him cap someone.
I would. I would say it's probably about the same. Like the TTK is probably I would say about 30 minutes, the same thing. But yeah, no, I mean, it's like a clumsy John Wick, or like they lean a lot more into the fact that he's like a dad.
Yeah, okay, all right, that's all.
That's all I'm gonna say. Oh my God, star-studded as shit. Holy fuck, dude! Dude, the ending culmination, the circle. I was like, tears, like through again, no spoilers, trying to not to spoil it at all, but my three mains throughout my childhood were standing in a circle and I was literally in tears. We could talk about that once you actually see that.
Okay,
But
yeah.
before we get into the news, I put this in here because I just wanted to ask you. It's out on HBO Max right now. You gonna watch MK at all this weekend? Mortal Kombat?
I plan on watching it after the cast
Oh, nice.
tonight.
Yeah.
We were at work. We were like, dude, it just came out. We should just put it up and watch it while we work, dude. But like, I saw the IGN review,
Dude,
and
IGN's reviews at like
they're
I'm
hit or
sure
miss.
I'm sure I've missed it. I'm sure I've mentioned it on this show before, like I personally don't like it when someone judges a website based off of the reviews that, a person who works at the website gave. It's like that was their opinion of what they watched. Like
Right? No,
if
no.
if you
I'm
don't
like,
share the opinion, I get that. But like I get what you're saying in the sense of the last two Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode reviews, the review legitimately pissed me off because I'm like, this is wrong. This last episode, they gave a 5. The season finale that I just said put me in tears. They gave
yeah, well, like
they gave a 5. And
when
again,
I read
that
it,
was the dude's opinion. I read his shit too, and I think it was completely wrong.
so
But
here's my look on it. I'm not gonna say like what the review said. I mean, I haven't seen it, but
yeah, go for it.
um, but I haven't watched reviews on Instagram. You know, the little blurb they put out, like 7.5,
Yeah,
and
well,
then they give a little blurb.
that's the other thing. Just sorry to cut you off. Is it's not like they gave it a bad. A 7 isn't a
Right.
bad review.
It's not a bad review at all. But like, you know, I like read into it. They're like it doubles down on blood and gore and guts and violence, and I was like, that's all I needed to hear. That's all I
Yeah.
need to see. It's Mortal Kombat. I don't need. But then they said they double down on a whole Avengers esque thing.
Yeah, I
So
saw that they
that's what
tried to
they
do. I
said.
think they said like they tried to do like an origin
Too,
story and an
yeah, they
Avengers
tried to do
team up
too
and all in
much
one movie.
when all they had to do was like, this is a Mortal Kombat tournament, and it's like kill everyone, and I could
And
sit there for 3.5 hours and watch each individual fight.
I believe
Love
Justice
it.
League did the exact same thing, and they gave a higher rating. So that was I don't, again, that's like by person. um,
Right, right.
but
Oh no,
yeah,
I'm
no, I'm
stoked, dude. It's
yeah, no,
Mortal
I'm
Kombat. All
I'm
they need is
fucking hyped.
violence.
I'm hyped to check it out. Like the like people have been like I've been watching like spoiler free like people just talking about it who've seen it, and I like how like basically there's no set on like this was the standout, like this was the blah blah blah, like what was it in the first Guardians of the Galaxy everyone loved like Batista and baby Groot or Groot, and like other movies like there's usually that one standout character that everyone rallies to. But in this movie, it seemed like everyone had like a favorite. Like this podcast, they were like, "Oh God, Kano stole the show." This podcast, everyone's like, "Kung Lao is amazing." This podcast, everyone was just like, "Liu Kang is like the shit." It's like everyone
There's
seemed to
just
have found something to love in every one of the characters, which I
there's
think
just
is
one
really cool.
character that I know is not in there that I wish was in there.
There's got to be a big backstory as to why. But
Well, no,
what?
Cryborg, dude.
Huh?
Is it Cryborg, right? The cyborg, the
Oh,
freaking, or was he a DLC
Cyrax.
from another game? Yeah,
Oh, you want him to be in the movie?
Cyrax. Yeah, dude, he was my
Oh,
favorite. He put
I
those
thought you were
freaking
talking
meat
about someone
packers.
else.
No,
Yeah, no, yeah, I don't think they're gonna be in it. I'm not sure if they're confirmed or not. They might make a cameo.
I don't know. Anyway, moving on to the news.
Yeah, let's get into the news. We got 7 stories here this week. Not that many, but they are all uh pretty decent sized. First story, number 1, Jae, we won, baby. Ah, shit, I just pressed the button again. There we go.
Did fucking
Okay.
win.
PlayStation 3 stores on PS3 and PS Vita will continue operations. This is from the PlayStation blog. This is directly from the horse's mouth himself, Jim Ryan. Recently, we noted we notified players the PlayStation Store for PS3 and PS Vita devices was planned to end this summer. Upon further reflection, however, it's clear that we made the wrong decision here. So today, I'm happy to say that we will be keeping the PlayStation Store operational for PS3 and PS Vita devices. PSP Commerce functionality will retire July 2nd, 2021 as planned. When we initially came to the decision to end purchasing support for the PS3 and PS Vita, it was born out of a number of factors, including commerce support, challenges for older devices, and the ability for us to focus more of our resources on newer devices where a majority of our gamers are playing on. We see that many of you are incredibly passionate about being able to continue purchasing classic games on PS3 and PS Vita for a foreseeable future, so I'm glad we were able to find a solution to continue operations. That one scares me. I'm glad we could keep this piece of our history alive for gamers to enjoy while we continue to create cutting-edge new game worlds for PS4, PS5, and the next generation of VR. That one also scares me. Thank you for sharing your feedback with us. We're always listening and appreciate the support for our PlayStation community. Jay, we won, but I feel like this little blog post says a lot more than it really does in these few paragraphs. What do you think?
Well, wait, say that again? So I was reading it at the same time you said something.
Yeah, I feel like this blog post says a lot more than it actually says in its few paragraphs. Like right here, he says, so I'm glad we were able to find a solution to continue the operations. That leads
Probably
me...
meaning on PS3 and PS Vita.
Well, that leads me to believe that they are not working on any sort of Game Pass solution. Where, like, if they were to be working on a Game Pass solution, why wouldn't they just leave these out and then, come out with a big conference a few months from now being like, hey, this is why those were canceled.
I think it's because they're doubling down. They're going to double down more on exclusives than they want to throw their shit on Game Pass, like a Game Pass type deal.
Well, yeah, we've talked about the fact that, I don't think it would be a Game Pass situation in the sense of all their first party games will be day and date on Game Pass for free. I feel like it'll be more of just a way to play like how PS Now is, but just more Games Pass where you could download these games directly to your console. The library is significantly more expansive.
Can't they easily just do a cross-compatibility update? Or no?
So what their excuse is, the PS3 was built on a cell architecture. It was with a cell processor. All, I don't know, 400 billion PCs in the world run on x86 architecture. And there was a small sliver of time in the early aughts when cell structure and cell processors was kind of looked at like plasma screen TVs. Like, it was really appealing for a really short amount of time. And that's why backwards compatibility is virtually impossible with the PS3. So they say. But as we talked about when they first announced that they were canceling these stores, I was talking about how there are fucking people in their basement who are bored, who are figuring out how to get these games on PS3 running on PC through emulators. So if they can figure it out for free on their own, there's no reason why a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate can't do that themselves. So it's like, there's a lot to read in here, like I was saying, because I'm glad we could keep this piece of our history alive for gamers to enjoy. Jim Ryan hates history. He has noted that he hates history. He talks so much about how no one wants to play older games and blah, blah, blah. Your data doesn't prove anything, Jim. The last thing I wanted to note here personally that scares me is while we continue to create cutting-edge new game worlds for PS4, PS5, and the next generation of VR. Leave those two latter ones. Why? Why are you still focusing on this thing? Don't focus on making cutting edge.
They did it with the PS3 and they did it with the PS2
No, they didn't.
for the longest time.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Sorry. Name me one PS4 game that was exclusive to the PS4 that also launched on the PS3. There isn't one. Even
Battlefield 4.
PS4 first party exclusives.
Oh.
Yeah. Knack, Infamous Second Son. I'm talking about their first party development team. Yeah, Ubisoft and fucking EA and all of them, they could do whatever the fuck they want. I don't care. But this doesn't make sense to me. No, I mean, I get it. The consoles are hard to come by. Consoles have never been easy to come by. There has never been one time in history where you walked in on the launch day of the Super Nintendo and there was a wall of Super Nintendos, one enough for everyone. That's never happened, and it's never going to happen. So I don't get why we're focusing so hard on this other console just because other people can't get it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you can't get one. I know it's difficult. I feel like it's not that more difficult than how it's ever been though. If you were really dedicated to getting this console, you would have gotten one. I know people who were very dedicated to getting this console who did. No, Sony sent me mine directly. I didn't have to. Yeah, I didn't have to deal with any of this bullshit. Sony sent me an email saying you want a PS5, and I was like, yes. So yeah, I didn't have to deal with any of that shit. But people had to, like, you know, I knew people who stayed up, you know, 6 hours straight, you know, up until 4 a.m., multiple fucking tabs open, multiple monitors on their phone. And yeah, that's a lot of work. It's a lot of pain. It's a pain in the ass, but they got their PS5. And if they want to, they could sell the thing for like fucking $2,000 now. So what I'm getting here is abandon the PS4. I don't want Horizon Forbidden West to come out on the PS4 because it's going to be held back. I do not want God of War to come out on the PS4 because it's going to be held back. My hopes is that these games are just too... I mean, I'm pretty sure they already confirmed Horizon's coming to PS4, unfortunately. But my hope is that these games are going to be like Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, to where they're too technically savvy to even be able to run on the PS4. That's how Demon's Souls was. I don't know if it was so much a tech savvy thing as much it was just this game is fucking massive. Because that game is insanely big. It is insanely big. So let's get on to story number 2. What do we got here? Sony looks set to announce PlayStation Plus Video Pass. So I'm just going to blow kind of right through this one because there's an update down here. Sony could be set to roll movie content into PlayStation Plus subscriptions, according to images briefly uploaded to its website on Wednesday. A logo for PlayStation Plus Video Pass was published on Sony's official website today, along with the following description on its Polish website. It's now removed, in parentheses. In quotes, a new benefit available for a limited time on PlayStation Plus. PlayStation Plus Video Pass is a trial service active, what is that? That's April 22nd, 2021 through April 22nd, 2021. Okay, that's weird. The subscription benefit is available to PS Plus users in Poland, end quote. And then here's an update. Sony Interactive Entertainment has confirmed PlayStation Plus Video Pass is a test service launching in Poland today. The service allows PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 users in Poland to access over 20 movies and television shows from Sony Pictures as part of the PlayStation Plus subscriptions, with more content being added every 3 months. Jay, how does this do anything for you? How do you? No, you don't care about getting free movies and TV shows from PlayStation Plus.
No, because I'm pissed off that PlayStation, you have to pay for PlayStation Plus. I remember when PlayStation was like, the selling point was like, I don't have to pay for Xbox Live because I have a PlayStation. So I've always been like cool, you give me free games once a month and some discounts, but like now you have to have PSN, PlayStation Plus to play games. I understand why. Money.
I mean, I was about to say, yeah. Like, besides money, I was about to say, I don't understand why. PC has never charged anything for online services. I don't understand how consoles always has gotten away with it. But no, I mean, it's an added benefit. It's cool. Let me see. I want to see. I'm pretty sure in my IGN little update here that was confirming. Yeah, here they have They have a list of the movies and TV shows. We got Bloodshot, Jumanji: The Next Level, Zombieland 2, Double Tap, Charlie's Angels, Venom, The Equalizer, Baby Driver, Blade Runner 2049, Underworld, Blood Wars, Arrival, Sausage Party, Inferno, American Hustle, This Is the End, and Bad Boys. And then the TV shows are Future Man, Supermansion, Community, Deadly Class, SWAT, and Lost Girls. So I mean, none of those I even give a shit about. So yeah, I mean, it's an added benefit, which is, cool, but I don't really care, and I feel like the majority of PlayStation users aren't going to really care either. Maybe if this sort of benefits players in other ways, like there's that Last of Us HBO show coming to HBO, probably I would imagine end of this year, early next year. If this service has been brought to the West at that point, I would imagine that that show will be put on PlayStation Plus Video Pass, and you won't need HBO to watch it. In that sense, that's cool. Now, like, I know HBO might have a contract, where they can't do that, but Sony also just signed a contract with Netflix to where Netflix is getting all the exclusive Sony content. So I don't really know how that's going to work for the Last of Us 2 show. Like, is that going to be on HBO Max, Netflix, and PlayStation Plus Video Pass? So if this works like that, that could be cool. That could, save people some money from going to other subscription services if they wanted to check out those shows coming. Like, and then there's the Uncharted movie, which is going to be fucking terrible. It's going to be terrible.
Dude, it's going to be bad. Like, I'm upset.
I don't even want to get into it, honestly.
We don't have to.
Yeah, that movie's going to fucking suck. But I mean, this is cool, but all in all, I don't think anyone really cares. Maybe down the line this will be something cool, but honestly, right now with everything Sony's doing, this is just screaming Xbox One launch. Trying to incorporate TV so much into your gaming service. It's like realize the split in the water, man.
Right, like it was back in the day.
Yeah. Like there's a line in the sand, there's movies, there's games, and people tend to not really give a shit, or more so dislike when you cross that line. So let's hope that this actually turns into something cool, but I could also totally see this just being another PlayStation TV where this goes down the drain in a year or two. I don't know. But what do we got here? Story number 3. Overwatch director Jeff Kaplan has left Blizzard. This is over at The Verge by Andrew Webster. Jeff Kaplan, the most public face of Blizzard's team shooter Overwatch, has left the company. In a letter posted today, Kaplan said, in quote, "It was truly the honor of a lifetime to have the opportunity to create worlds and heroes for such a passionate audience. I want to express my deep appreciation to everyone at Blizzard who supported our games, our game teams, and our players. But I want to say a special thank you to the wonderful game developers that shared in the journey of creation with me," end quote. It's not clear where Kaplan is headed, but his tenure at Blizzard lasted 19 years. It's also unclear what this might mean for Overwatch. The game is in a strange place at the moment, with a sequel in the works. With a sequel in the works that isn't expected to launch until after this year. You got to put an S there, my guy. Aaron Keller, described as a founding member of Overwatch team and an 18-year Blizzard veteran, will be taking over Kaplan's role. In a statement, he wrote, "Jeff's been a great leader, mentor, and friend, and he knows how much we're going to miss him. I've been lucky to work alongside him and the rest of the Overwatch team for many years in building something that continues to inspire people all around the world, and I'm honored to carry that torch forward," end quote. He added that development is continuing at a good pace in Overwatch 2, that we'll be sharing more frequent updates about Overwatch 2 progress and new features in the live game with you all very soon. God, I'm really fumbling my words today. So this is pretty big news. Jeff Kaplan, he's been with Blizzard for, it said, 19 years. He was the original director for World of Warcraft, and he's been the lead director for Overwatch 2. And this isn't good for Blizzard. Are you a fan of Overwatch? Did you ever get into it?
I played it a couple times, could never get into it.
Really?
I'm not like a huge fan of hero
Okay.
shooters
Yeah,
anymore.
neither am I, but there was something about Overwatch. Like I put hundreds of hours into that game. I haven't played it much lately. I kind of fell out of it because I the only other games I get that competitive are like Mario games, like fucking Mario Kart or like Super Smash or Mario Party. I never get like as competitive as I do in Overwatch, and it's wild. But that's really not good because sorry,
Oh, there it is. There it is.
I'm tapping the mute button and it's like not muting, and I had to let it go. Thank you. Thank you for making me feel comfortable. But no, it is always bad when your or when your director leaves in the middle of development. So Overwatch 2, I thought that game was maybe going to come out this year, but now I'm thinking
More like
late.
Overwatch poo.
Fuck you. That's terrible. This is the worst joke ever. Now I'm thinking like late 2022 for this one because I don't know what this means. But what I do know what this means is unless the dude just retires because he's a millionaire, Jeff Kaplan's a free agent. Sony, swipe this dude, pick him up, offer him any amount of money he wants for a studio, and give it to him and let him build whatever the fuck he wants. This dude will give you gold. What do you think he's going to do? You think he's going to retire? You think he's going to try and get his own studio?
I think if he's got the money, he's just going to go independent.
Because he doesn't look that old. I don't know how old he is. I would imagine probably 40s.
I think he might try to go independent.
That'd be cool.
I like when these devs break off, go independent, and like make a big fuck you game that's super successful. But I'm not saying I don't know why he left. No one knows why he left.
I mean,
It's like pretty out of the blue.
Everything with Blizzard and Activision, I feel like there's been some real animosity between those two partners. I mean, what was it there when Destiny got removed from Activision? There were little stories of them popping bottles of champagne after that paperwork went through. Like that's how excited they were to get away from Activision and go independent. But also, one thing you got to realize is when you just drop and go independent like this, it costs money to do whatever you want to do. So a lot of that's
we're talking World of Warcraft and Overwatch money here.
Yeah, but also think of Ken Levine. Ken Levine left 2K to go and form his own studio after BioShock. And we're talking about BioShock and System Shock, Ken Levine. That man is a storyteller, and anyone could have popped him up. But no, he wanted to be independent and form his own studio, and we have still heard nothing and seen nothing about his game. God damn it.
Dang it.
That was
like an 8.
That was move over, Justin Timberlake. The Game Awards or the Teen Choice Awards are not for you. You would not be able to handle me in a burp off. Remember those? Remember the burp offs? JT won like every year, and I don't get it. He was such a little guy. But yeah, no, good for Jeff. I could only imagine he either left because he couldn't do what he wanted to do, or he left because he wanted to leave. And either way, good on him for getting out from under them. What story are we on now? 4? We are on story number 4. This one I could imagine you being pretty damn hyped about.
Didn't play the original.
Oh, Jae. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake reportedly coming. This is over at GameSpot by Steve Watts. Now I just want to clarify, because they do say that this story broke from Jason Schreier, I believe, on this podcast here. But the story actually was broken by Mr. Matty Plays. He's a YouTuber, so go check him out. Go support him. He does a lot of videos, youtube.com/Mr. Matty Plays. He does a lot of real deep dives in these RPGs. He is the biggest fucking Knights of the Old Republic fan I know. So he has plenty of videos on this subject if you want more details on this itself, but I'm just going to run through this real quick. This is by Steve Watts. A remake of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic is reportedly in development at Aspire. An updated version of the classic Star Wars game has been rumored for some time, but recent reporting sheds more light on the studio behind it. Bloomberg reporter Jason Schreier named the developer in an appearance on the MinMax podcast after opening the show by talking about the persistent KOTOR rumors and how a remake isn't in development at EA. The host circled back to the topic at the very end, and Schreier gave the studio a name. And he said, in quote, "This is public at this point. I've basically confirmed that Aspire, which is the company that's ported a bunch of KOTOR games, is working on the remake," end quote. So, Aspire Games, they aren't really known for anything. They're known for porting these small games, and by porting, I mean strictly getting the game running on one system versus the other. So they have never done anything big. Honestly, I would say the biggest project they probably have done is besides this, is coming up, and that's Stubbs the Zombie on Xbox, or it's coming on everything, I'm pretty sure. And
It's already out.
yeah, okay. And it's fucking Stubbs the Zombie. I feel like this. Okay, so I feel like this is either going to be way less than what people think it is, or they're biting off way more than they can chew. Aspire is a small team. KOTOR is a massive game. It's regarded as one of the greatest RPGs of all time. It's what put BioWare on the map. So I honestly don't know why you would give it to them, the licenses to them. Maybe they genuinely had something great to show, but I don't see it. I hope so, because unlike Jae, apparently, Knights of the Old Republic is fuck. Now that I think about it, this probably would have made it on my top 5, probably my honorable mentions of favorite games of all time. Because this is probably my favorite Western RPG of all time. Yeah,
What'd you
no.
play it on?
PC.
See, wasn't it on original Xbox
Yeah,
too?
yeah.
Yeah, I remember I went over a friend's house and watched them play it. I'm like, wait, so you gotta you can't actually whack them. You just kind of click the attack like Pokemon. He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, no.
Yeah, see,
but now I'm more mature and
yeah. I grew up playing a shitload of JRPGs. So that's that's what, it's turn-based combat. It's
I sat there watching my dad playing Manhunt. So.
Yeah, no, was it me and my dad? My dad went to Micro Center because he needed to get some shit, and I was just walking through the games aisle, and it's probably one of my favorite cover arts of all time. And I just remember staring at it, and I was like, I need it, buy it for me. And yeah, he bought it for me. And yeah, no, so I'm cautiously optimistic about this one. I hope it's great because I mean, if there is any game that needs a fantastic up-resed port, we got Final Fantasy VII Remake already, so we could use a KOTOR. So I really hope this is true, and it's obviously true. I just hope that it's not just a basic ass bitch port.
Right.
Story number 5. PlayStation boss says PlayStation 5 generation will have more exclusives. This is over at IGN by Matt Purslow. He's actually the guy who wrote the really bad season finale review for Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So I got my eyes on you, Matt. What do I got here in my notes, actually? Because I had something specifically about this. Oh, yeah. A better headline would have been more first-party studios, more first-party game studios, because if they're going to try and convince me that they have more exclusive, or that they're going to have more exclusives than the PS1 and PS2, I don't fucking believe them. I'm sorry, in PS3, there's no fucking way. With the Japanese exclusivity that they had throughout those generations, they literally did not even touch Xbox. So I don't believe that. But a boy can hope. Sony Interactive CEO Jim Ryan has said that the PS5 will have more exclusive games than any prior generation of PlayStation console. As reported by Video Games Chronicle, Ryan spoke to Japanese financial site Nikiki, and explained that Sony has been investing in first-party game developers with a goal to make the PlayStation have more exclusives than ever before. In quotes, we have been quietly but steadily investing in high-quality games for PlayStation, and we will make sure that the PS5 generation will have more dedicated software than ever before, he said. In addition, Ryan also suggested that Sony may seek to acquire more studios in the future, hopefully, much as it did with Spider-Man developer Insomniac in 2019. We have repeatedly engaged in mergers and acquisitions, including Insomniac Games in the US, he said. We will not rule out the option in the future. This is a similar tactic to Microsoft, who has significantly ramped up the merger and acquisition strategy for Xbox Game Studios in recent years, even going as far as purchasing Bethesda for $7.5 billion. The PlayStation 5 launched with the platform-exclusive Demon's Souls remake, as well as the PlayStation family-exclusive Sackboy: A Big Adventure, which I still need to play, and Spider-Man: Miles Morales. It's been a few months since an exclusive dropped, but that's soon to change with the arrival of Returnal on April 30th and Ratchet and Clank in June. Jay, we have been covering a lot of PlayStation news this last few weeks. It feels like almost all we've been talking about is PlayStation related. Like I said at the top, I don't believe that they're going to be able to hit that amount of exclusives. What do you think? I mean, because if we're talking PS1 and PS2 generation, we're talking Jesus, with the Japanese market, we're talking hundreds of exclusives.
The guy that hates history, he's probably like only thinking of the PS4.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
That's as far as his little brain goes back.
But this is a guy who likes numbers, so we'll see. Go on. Sorry. Yeah.
I don't know. All I know is that like, can't help but feel like, to me, like, I mean, like, this is just me. Like, I know they're completely different studios and completely different games, but like, the quality level, like Spider-Man with Insomniac and Uncharted and Last of Us, all like the quality and like the polish is like all so similar that it all just seems to mash, and I don't even know what I'm trying to say. but
well, I mean, that's kind of what like Sony's, that kind of feels like that what they're trying to turn into is like Nintendo, in the sense of, we have our exclusives, we put out our exclusives, and you know what our exclusives are. Our exclusives are narrative driven, to the highest quality you could think of with games. Sometimes open world, sometimes, Metroidvania. And that's about the run of every single Sony exclusive. Third person. So I'm really concerned about this. God damn it. I'm really concerned about this thought process, just because with Jim Ryan, he's talking about multiple different things here. He's talking about how he wants to invest in high quality games, and how he only wants to put out the highest quality games that PlayStation fans know, PlayStation 4, after this last generation. But then also Sean Layden, who was the old CEO before Jim Ryan, said that this is not a sustainable platform. This is not, games are not going to be able to be made like this for long. You can't keep investing $80 million into these massive open world 60-hour campaigns. Like, you got to like start accepting the fact that games are going to start shrinking down to, 15, 20 hours. And the map size, if it's open world, is going to be like, whoop. If you want to,
I remember back in the day when it was like, are you kidding me? 50 hours of gameplay? That's it. Like, remember Far Cry 2? That was the selling point. 55-hour campaign, and everyone's like, wow. Like,
well, again, I grew up on JRPGs, so like I've been dealing with 100-hour campaigns since I was a child. So 50 hours of fucking drop in the bucket to a JRPG. But no, this has me a little concerned. I feel like Sony might be biting off more than they can chew, because they don't have any development studios. And honestly, with them talking about only wanting to remake Uncharted and the fucking Last of Us, I don't know what they're going to put out. Like, so we know Ratchet's coming out. we know Horizon's coming out, and we know God of War is coming out, and we can assume that there's the second core Spider-Man coming out, but that hasn't even been announced. We only have those 3 games announced, first party exclusives. We know nothing after that. Now they could totally come and hit us with an E3 2016 where it's like fucking Horizon, Uncharted 4, God of War, Days Gone, Detroit Become Human, Spider-Man, Death Stranding, all in one showcase, back to back to back to back to back to back to back. Fucking A, I hope that happens. But also I could totally see them coming out and doing a 20-minute state of play where it is all the Last of Us remake, followed up with a fucking trailer for the TV show or some shit. Which is really fucking concerning to me as a PlayStation gamer. But I feel like we've been on this one long enough, Jay. Do you got anything else you want to say about Sony wanting to focus more on having more exclusives than any other generation of your
No,
own console? I feel like they're trying to make
just
competition with themselves.
just don't put all your like Xbox knows. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
It's a good way of looking at it, Jay. It's a good way of looking at it. Story number 6. You know, keep the ads blocked, my guy. This is more PlayStation news. This is kind of fast. PlayStation teaming up with ex-Destiny talent to create exclusive AAA multiplayer title. This is by Matt Wales over at Eurogamer. Sony has announced it's teaming up with Firewalk Studios, part of ex-Bungie boss Harold Ryan's Probably Monsters studio collective, to create a new PlayStation exclusive AAA title focused on delivering memorable multiplayer moments. Regrettably, that's pretty much as far as the specifics go on the project right now. But Firewalk, which is founded in 2018, is a team with a strong background in multiplayer games, which might just help nudge anticipation up an extra notch for its debut title. I'm not even going to really read the rest of the article. The team's made up of ex-Bungie members, so like people who worked on Destiny and Halo, ex-Call of Duty members, ex-Mass Effect members, ex-Apex members, a big team of really notable people, but it's really fucking frustrating that Sony keeps doing these small little posts on the fucking PlayStation blog that doesn't announce anything. Like, anything. They gave us a logo this time. Cool. The last time they announced someone partnering with the studio, they literally was a link to a text box. It wasn't even a fucking website. It was insane. Like, are you fucking kidding me? The studio was formed in 2018. You don't have anything to show? You don't have anything to show. Nothing to show. Herman Hulst, I actually probably should have put this link in here. Herman Hulst tweeted out that he played the game and he loved it. So there's a working build of the game. Why wouldn't you show it? Why wouldn't you do anything? Because honestly,
Even tease tease an asset.
I see people talking IGN, Eurogamer, GameSpot, everyone's covering this like it's like, this big deal, and there's nothing to be excited about. There is a indie team working on a multiplayer game for PlayStation. And I feel like people are blowing the shit up out of the water like it's going to be fucking SOCOM. Like, no, they're working on an exclusive AAA multiplayer game. That's it. Not a first-party game where they're getting handed some license. That would have gotten me excited. If, if it was like Sony's handing Firewalk Studios a new team made up of these people, this license, or a very big license that you will all be like, even if it's just like a tease to what they would have sent out, then that could have been something that I could have dove my teeth into. But just being like they're partnering with a indie studio made up of these guys who worked at these studios, it's like, cool. They had a studio in 2018. They've been working on this shit for 3 years now. All right, I guess I'll see what they're working on in another 2 years, if that's how you're planning on rolling this one out.
I just want to know why PlayStation Australia posted, did anyone play SOCOM, U.S. Navy SEALs, when it came out, and dropped the intro cinematic from the game with Zipper Interact with Zipper Interactive.
Well, they're not
on
gonna.
it
Well,
and
they're not gonna
everything.
edit Zipper Interactive out.
Right, but I mean, just like,
Yeah,
why would they do that?
it's
The cinematic, they just took it from the game. Like they had to do some work to get that. Unless it's sitting on a floppy disk somewhere.
I don't really look into that so much as like, like this could be them like teasing something. I look into this more so like why are you fucking rubbing it in our face? Like you won't fucking
Well,
let
that's what
you
that's what the Twitter comments were like.
yeah, you won't let us fucking
Really
play these games.
Yeah, they're like, would you guys play? And it's like, are you really asking if we would play this game?
If you ported this right now in its current condition with servers on, I would play it and download it in 2 fucking seconds.
Dude,
No hesitation.
like, friggin', let's see here. Hold up 1 second. Big Fry, a fellow YouTuber. Y'all should go peep him. He said, we all did. We all wanted it, and that's why we're astonished you won't bring it back and do it right. I mean, here's the stats from back in the day. Since May 1st, 2004, SOCOM 2 has averaged 373,000 player hours per day. By itself, SOCOM 2 is logging more player hours daily than all Xbox titles worldwide. The total numbers of player
Since
hours for
2004,
SOCOM
they have held 300,000 players.
No, this is like stats from back in the day.
Oh, okay, yeah.
apparently.
Their peak. Yeah, okay, their peak stats.
The total number of player hours for SOCOM 2 is fast approaching 94 million hours, or the equivalent of 10,835 years of straight gameplay. Even 9 months after launch, SOCOM 2 is still seeing more than 30,000 simultaneous users per day. Those are just some stats of what SOCOM used to do in case people watching weren't born yet.
Dude, I don't. It's
We're talking about something bigger than CS.
we got to do an episode. Honestly, we need to do an episode like entirely dedicated to SOCOM.
I'm down.
And like why it needs
know.
like when there's like that could be a big topic one of these days. Like it could just be our love for SOCOM. But story number 7, our last story here. This is from PC Gamer. I know you're hype for this one. This is
Baby.
This is by Andy Chalk. Battlefield 6 will be packed with more players than ever before. Full reveal coming soon. We've known for a while now that Battlefield 6, or whatever it ends up being called, will be released sometime during this year's holiday season. That's October 1st through the 31st. Yeah, thanks. And that it will feature some beefy technical advancements, allowing the team to deliver on a true next-gen vision for the franchise. Today's new tease doesn't go much beyond that, but it does promise that a proper reveal is coming soon. EA put together the biggest Battlefield development team ever for a new game, DICE general manager Oscar Gabrielson said, including the Stockholm-based DICE and its DICE LA division, Criterion, EA Gothenburg, and Industrial Toys, which is working on a separate mobile game expected to be out in 2022. We're in daily playtesting mode right now, polishing, balancing, and making the best possible game we can, wrote Gabrielson. I can't wait to, I can tell you it is a bold step, and it is everything we love about Battlefield and takes all of it to the next level. Epic scale, all-out military warfare, crazy unexpected moments, game-changing destruction, massive battles packed with more players and mayhem than ever before, all brought to life with the power of next-gen consoles and PC. EA has been talking up the size and scope of Battlefield for months now. CEO Andrew Wilson promised excitingly in February 2021 that it will have both never-before-seen scale and unprecedented scale, and it's easy to blow it all off as over-torqued marketing. This will be the first game in the series to take advantage of the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X consoles, though, and EA has teased some impressive tech capabilities for the new game. Jay, I know you're kind of mixed on the Battlefield series as of late. We kind of talked about it at the opening of the show.
Not mixed. I hate 5 and I'm different about 1.
Okay.
That's it. That's it. Every other game, even Hardline. Oh my God, Hardline! Talk about hard on. Ooh.
All right.
I love that game.
All right. So let's start this off rightfully so then. Battlefield or COD? Which one?
Battlefield.
Gotcha. Same. 100% same.
Because I still play Battlefield 4, and that was the first game I got on PS4, and that was the one game that I never stopped playing because it's different every time I go in, and like it's just Battlefield, man. What's hashtag only in Battlefield?
Yeah.
Sums it up.
Yeah, they talk about, those unpredictable moments that they're known for, and that's definitely that.
I'll never forget when the fourth game came out, and in the trail, like in the ads, there was this guy like, I jumped out of a burning helicopter, and then parachuted through a glass ceiling and had to shoot out the ceiling, and then I dropped into like a freaking shopping center and had to fight my way out of a group of guys while a tank was chasing me. This was all online, unscripted, and I was like,
Yeah.
I said, yeah, damn.
Yeah, no, the rumors are really fucking cool. They're talking about it being like 130 person online
I've been doing that on PC, bro.
matches, and just I really hope the destruction goes back to Bad Company status, to where like you throw a grenade in the corner of a house and it blows up. But yeah, no, I'm excited. It's the other rumor is that it's going to be more futuristic. Not so much modern day, but like they said, like not too distant future is what the rumors were saying. A lot of people were reading that like, oh no, it's going to be like some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare bullshit. I'm like, well, technically the Bad Company games were not too distant future, so like, it could totally just be Modern Warfare, but it takes place in like 2035, so there's like a couple of like weirder things.
What was that really sick Battlefield game, futuristic game?
It was Battlefield,
Yeah, Battlefield
and it was futuristic.
2042. Oh my god, that game was sick.
Is that a
2142?
Is that a court?
2006.
Oh, okay, that came out a while ago then. I never even played that.
Fuck, mechs, big old mechs and stuff, but it was all Battlefield. It was sick.
Damn, I never even heard of that.
Hidden gem.
But if we've got nothing else to say on that, we're both hyped for Battlefield. Can't wait for that to be shown. I would imagine we'll get a June, maybe a May or June event for that, I would say.
They usually do their own Battlefield event.
Yeah.
EA thing.
I would imagine they'll either do in May 1, or they'll just go to E3 and do it there. God damn. But
we'll probably get the cover art before anything.
I mean, yeah, we'll get what we'll do is we'll get a trailer, and then they'll probably, I could imagine them straight up just tweeting out a trailer, and then just okay. So first week of May, they tweet out a trailer, and or they say like, join us Thursday for the reveal, and they just post a 3-minute long gameplay trailer, and then the trailer ends with like, join us E3 for the gameplay reveal, and then that's where you get your 15-minute long actual gameplay demo.
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
But now that we are done with the news, we're going to move on to our big topic, which is our favorite or most anticipated games of 2021. But I need a cigarette. I'm sorry. Give me not even 5 minutes. 3 minutes. Jay, if you got to go pee-pee, you can go pee-pee out of your papa.
Oh, I got to go pee-pee out of the papa and the poo-poo pot.
Okay. So we'll be right back. Give us 3 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Smoking cigarettes, going to the bathrooms, peeing out of her papas. We'll be right back. We are back. We are here to talk about our most anticipated games of 2021. There have been a lot of delays this year, but there are still some that are slated, so we hope to see these ones soon. Jay, I added a few to your list, just ones that were slated for this year that got delayed that I know you're excited for, some that just got announced. So if you want to just start with whichever one you want to go for in your shout outs, we'll start there. These ones are just our shout outs. They're not similar to our honorable mentions with our favorite games of all time. They didn't make our top 5 most anticipated games, but we just wanted to shout them out.
Yeah, I guess 2 of them aren't even really not slated for 2021.
Yeah.
But I'm just like...
One of them, I don't even know when the fuck it's coming out. It just got a title card.
And a little... And yeah. But... So, let's just say, like... I know the Star Wars RPG that has been announced, kinda, but I'm gonna say Luke Lucas Arts games as a whole, the new brand of Lucas Arts that they're doing for the games, that's what I'm excited about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like Indiana Jones.
Yes, Indiana Jones, the Star Wars RPG. God, what else? They announced like one other Star Wars game too.
It seems like I don't know if it's a Star Wars. It's a open world Star Wars game. I don't know if it's
Yeah,
necessarily an
open
RPG.
world RPG. That's what they were saying.
Um, but what was I gonna say? Uh, the feeling I'm getting is that Xbox is trying to get the partnership with Lucasfilms that PlayStation got the partnership with Marvel. Like we got Spider-Man as the exclusive. Spider-Man's coming to the Avengers. Avengers came to PlayStation now. So I feel like Xbox is trying to swoop up Indiana Jones, and yeah, that Star Wars. They're trying to get Star Wars titles, so which will be big for them.
Yeah, dude, this little teaser got me. Ugh. Like for real though.
Yeah.
Rome, like it's gonna take place in Rome. Like there's your little like, oh, and if it's running, if it's like running on like Wolfenstein's engine.
Yeah, with it being run by Machine Games has me really curious. Turn these down.
I saw.
Yeah, that's all you got. But
I saw a meme that was, like, what did it say? Oh, talking about killing Nazis. Machine Games is down because they
yeah.
do all the Wolfenstein games.
Yeah, no, I'm hyped for that one too. I just want to see more of it. My shout out is Mario Golf. This fucking game I cannot fucking wait for. I've been waiting for a good Mario Golf since the GameCube. Fuck that DS bullshit. No one gave a shit about it that I can even care that I can even think of. This looks so goddamn good.
Yeah,
were you
Mario
ever in?
Golf would be fun.
Yeah, were you ever in any of the Mario sports games?
I played them because my older brother played them, but like, I basically like I was given a game. I got the GameCube when it came out. I'm like, yeah, I don't like this. I'm gonna play it because I had a PS2 and an Xbox, but.
Cool.
But I don't know. I'm in for it. I love Mario games. It
I was
seems
about
like
to
a
say.
fun game to sit on the couch and.
Yeah,
You know.
I would drop a fucking DualShock 2 in a second for some Super Mario Strikers or some Super Mario Golf or some shit. Mario Tennis.
Let's just see how good the motion controls are.
Well, you could turn the motion controls off too. But I would actually kind of be hype to check it out with motion controls, see what that's all about.
I like that right there.
Yeah, like the little game mode of you like running in between and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks cool. What's your next game?
6 days.
Shout
out.
Yes.
Shout out.
6 days in Fallujah. I am also anticipating this game. I'm very curious. My only real concern with it is that it's from a really small studio. They've never put out or done anything. So I'm concerned that the game is not going to run or look or just straight out be as quality as it's
Unreal Engine 4.
I hope so. I mean, I hope that they're running it properly because I mean, Days Gone, that game launched completely broken as fuck, and that was running on Unreal. So you know, there's always shit that could come up. And like I said, they're a small team, so I just hope that they can put out a good product.
A lot of people don't know, but you know, this game was supposed to come out on the original Xbox.
360 and PS3.
Was it 360 PS3?
Yeah, it was supposed to come out in 2009.
And someone was like, "Yeah, that's too soon, man. Don't do it." So they canned it.
But yeah, no.
I forgot about this one.
Yeah, this is my next pick. This is Back for Blood. This game got delayed to October, unfortunately.
And it's
but
the perfect time for it to come out.
Or it could be a very bad time for it to come out. October is usually when the Call of Duties and the Battlefields, and you could imagine Halo, Infinite, and all the other games are going to be coming out. But this is by Turtle Rock Studios. This is the spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead. Obviously, they weren't able to get the licensing rights to that name, so they were basically like, "Fuck you, Valve. We're just going to literally make our own." And honestly, this shit looks really fucking cool. I love the card system that they're dealing with. I feel like it's going to make it way more interactive and just bump up the replay value
Yeah.
more. Because kind of with me with Left 4 Dead, there was like you would play it and then you would kind of find your own thing that you do in it, and then that's it. It just
Yep.
depends on how long that can hold your attention span. But with this card system and this upgrade system and these new different zombies and these new mission layouts, and like as you saw, there was like that alarm on that door, so there's more shit you got to be sort of cautious about. um I feel like it's going to make the replay value a lot higher.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for that one.
Yeah, what do you
100%.
yeah, have you played? I'm assuming you played Left 4 Dead. I'm assuming you were big in that.
Left 4 Dead 2. I never got into Left 4 Dead 1, but Left 4 Dead 2 for sure.
And then I think your last one here is Hogwarts. You want to talk about that?
Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah, I'm just extremely excited about that. Extremely excited. I'm extremely excited that it takes place in like the 1800s. Like the late 1800s is when this game is set. And it's just a universe that needs an open world RPG style game.
Yeah, no, this game has been begging for it for a really long time. I mean, I've never really been a Harry Potter fan, but I can't even deny the fact that I think this shit looks fucking awesome.
Dude, I love it. See,
Um,
like, oh, late 1800, dude, it's just sick. Like instead of the car, it's a flying carriage. Like
I just hope. I'm trying to remember who's developing it exactly, but I just hope that they're
Avalanche.
Avalanche. Okay. I just hope that they're
Look at that.
uh, capable of making it, and it's not going to be a Avengers situation. I know Avengers was because it was like a live service game, and they try to incorporate all this online systems, but I could
They said
see.
it's a single player only.
Yeah, but I could see them, trying to do too, like, not a cyberpunk situation, but I could see them being too invested in like all these little RPG mechanics that it could fuck up the game as an overall whole. Um,
It seems like it could be like Bully
they've been
with like
working
a
on it for a really long
or no,
time.
with like a curriculum system and stuff like that. But I like how they show
That shot right
Hogsmeade, so
there
you can go like
into town,
outside.
yeah, yeah, out into the wild.
Like
Uh,
that right there, trippy as oh my word, dude. Like
yeah, I
it's
think it
just
looks
gonna
fucking awesome.
it's gonna scratch that itch for sure.
I hope it's a
Uh,
fucking sick puzzle game, like a dope ass dungeon crawler.
well, it says I heard you play through all 4 years, and you get to choose whether you go down a dark path or, you know, a good wizard path, or warlock,
That's
or
cool.
witch, or whatever you want to call them.
I'm looking at what I got here. I got a few more in my shout outs, so I'm kind of just gonna run through them real quick. Deathloop. We've talked about Deathloop before. Deathloop is that like Hitman style,
Yeah.
Doom kind of looking game. This shit, honestly, this one is another one that got delayed. This got delayed to September. This one I'm super amped about. Uh, a lot of that is because I have a bias to Dave Fennoy, and he's the lead voice actor. But this shit looks so fucking cool. Um, yeah, here. Sorry, I have it muted. I'm really trying to avoid the
Yeah,
copyright
no, no,
strikes on
yeah, don't.
YouTube.
Yeah, this just looks like just 70s noir Dishonored on
Yeah,
steroids.
yeah, it's by Arcane. Yeah, you got like you have like one target that you got to take out, and you could totally go in stealthy, or you can fucking just clearly go all out mayhem.
Oh, I love that spy thriller.
Yeah, I want to hit unmute so
Whatever.
bad because it's like totally this like Quentin Tarantino style 70s action music soundtrack. Yeah, no, I'm super excited for this one. I put God of War here, God of War Ragnarok.
Ragnar.
This is one that was just fucking announced way too early. I don't know why they announced it so fucking early. I'm not even gonna find anything for it. I don't care. It's literally just a title screen and he's like, "Oh, you ready, boy?" It's whatever. It's not coming out this year, so I kind of just left that one there. And then the one more I want to just have in my shout outs is Little Devil Inside. Is there gameplay for this? There is gameplay for this. Holy shit. I didn't even know there was gameplay for this. This game looks so fucking cool.
So it looks like Little Nightmares.
It's way more adventure-y and open world. So basically you play this adventurer who goes out and does these jobs for this old man. And they take you to some strange places. I love the art style.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
God, I can't wait.
Look at that. That looks pretty dope. Just looks like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you switch over to this guy. This is this is another game that's been in development for a really long time.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks wild.
Definitely gonna have to check this out.
Think it might be a PlayStation exclusive. Or it might be coming to PC too. That's something you gotta check out. Now, is there any actual gameplay? Yeah. Oh shit. Oh man. Oh, this looks sick.
Ooh, look at that inventory. Is it side scroller? No.
It looks like it might be a combination. Damn, this looks awesome. Oh, I want this so bad. I'm gonna have to watch this on my own time because this looks fucking sick. This looks even cooler than I thought.
Cool.
It looks massive. Oh yes. Any dialogue options? No, doesn't look like it. Ah, yes, I can't wait. That one actually might.
Dope.
Yeah, that one actually might jump into my fully anticipated games of the year. But Jay, let's get into our top 5. What are our most anticipated games here?
I'm gonna start with Gorn.
Gorn. Was that the one we talked about last week, I think?
Yeah, XCD, right? What was the name of it? XCD Project Red.
Was it called Gorn? I thought it was called something else.
Hang on. Gord.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah, this looks like CD's going back to their roots.
You could turn on the sound for this one. It just looks like a world I want to learn about, even though it looks like a ton of other worlds. But like the art style looks cool, and like I like settlement building like that.
I love the black and white when you're not in light.
I like the violence. The animations look pretty good for what it is, and that some of the creatures they show in here are kind of crazy.
Yeah, like this thing.
Like there's a root of a tree.
Whatever may come to pass,
I like this aspect.
only one thing. The survival.
Like if your people slowly start dying off, you could be left with just like the daughter. And then that could lead to like some fun internal stories that you make yourself. Yeah,
Like
that was horrifying.
Right. It looks like it might not have a story.
It looks like it might be a Valheim thing or like a Dark Souls thing where like you got to seek the story out
Right.
yourself. But yeah, no, that game, yeah, we were talking about that last week. That game, I'm excited for that too. There's no release date on that yet, I don't think.
Like just read that bio. It sounds just juicy. Gord is a new city builder survival RPG set in a dark fantasy world where monsters and other threats aim to destroy your growing village. Boom. Play
Yeah.
through that campaign right now on D&D.
Mine is my first most anticipated game is gonna be Returnal. I was about to say, why is it running at such low quality? It's gonna be Returnal. This is Housemarque's next game. They did Dead Nation, Alien Nation, Resogun. This is easily their biggest leap in quality and in game content. This is a roguelite, third-person AAA roguelite. It looks so fucking cool. Review codes are out. People have been previewing it. Reviews will probably go live early next week. Once those go live, that's when I'll actually probably pre-order it myself. I'm just because it's hard. I mean, if you look up Resogun or Alien Nation, it's kind of hard to justify if like a game coming from that studio. It's hard to justify $70 for it. But when you look at this, like look at this. That looks insane. Look at this.
Yeah, skip ahead to some of the gameplay.
Yeah, this just screams of like Prometheus, Alien.
This forest contains extensive ruins.
Gameplay wise, it looks like Vanquish.
Ancient walls, foundations,
So
and statues.
fast.
Let's get some actual shooting. Come on. Wait, did she die?
I have tried everything. I'm always brought back
Oh.
by
Yeah, like look at these. Look at these enemies.
encountered hostile predator.
Oh. Yeah, it looks kind of fucking wild, man.
Yeah, I just want to see her die.
Oh, it's some like crazy ass.
Well, it's a roguelite, so you go right back to the beginning of the game when you die. That's so fucking cool. I can't wait for that.
Damn.
Yeah. The previews are stellar. People fucking love it. People are raving about it, but they're also saying it is really fucking hard. So, we'll see what the reviews say next week. I'll probably end up pre-ordering it and I'll probably end up playing that one live. Jay, what's another one of your most anticipated games this year?
Diablo 2 Resurrected.
Ooh, I actually forgot that's coming out this year.
Dude. Seeing this game look like that. I recently started playing through it again, the original, because it's like $10. And it's like, 80 megabytes. But like, I just started playing through it again, and they didn't change the GAN thing. They didn't change any of the the dialogue. They just kept it all the same and just gave it more polish.
Yeah.
And just like the lighting looks beautiful, and you can also just click one button and it changes it to
That was
retro mode.
when I first saw the game, I was looking at this and I was like, man, this doesn't look like that good. And then someone hit G and then went right back to retro mode. And I was like, holy shit. I was like, talk about a fucking glow up. My God. Yeah.
Like, oof, dude, I don't even need to say, like, maybe, like I said, like, gotta remember there's a new generation of gamers out there that are gonna be experiencing this for the first time again. Or like,
Did you play Diablo 2 back then?
No, I was 4. No, I watched my dad play it, and then when I could, I got it and played it.
Did you play Diablo 3?
Yes.
How'd you feel about Diablo 3?
Sucked.
Sucked.
Yeah, it was just not a Diablo.
Yeah, no, yeah, they focused too hard on like loot and grinding.
Yeah, it was that's exactly what it was. It was just like a looter game. Like I played it on the Switch on the way to TwitchCon.
And then they changed up the how combat works too. But Diablo 4 looks good. It looks promising. It looks like they're going back to this style of combat and this kind of dungeon crawler, which I'm super amped about because yeah, I as much as I didn't like Diablo 3, I did put in like fucking 200 something hours to that game.
Yeah, I put in a lot of time. I just hated. I don't know. It was just like boring. It got to a point where I was like, "This is it," but like Diablo 2 just like kept me going. I don't know.
My next one is I mentioned it earlier, Horizon Forbidden West. This is the sequel to 2017's Horizon Zero Dawn. This is all running in engine. I can't fucking believe that this game is gonna look this fucking beautiful. I want this game now. I have a very strong feeling it's gonna get delayed. Because we have not seen anything besides this trailer in like 9 months, and the game's supposed to launch this year. So I don't know how accurate that's going to be.
The old ones perished 1,000 years ago.
Damn.
Their great cities turned to graves.
Yeah, the water. Like the fish system.
Came new life.
Look at those. Look at the hair on those hermit crabs.
And I'm trying to remember. I don't know if there was actual life in.
And new dangers.
Oh wait, yeah, no, there was pigs and foxes and shit. This fucking turtle here.
I must find a way to stop it. Or it will get worse and worse.
Oh shit.
Like, bruh.
Until it destroys us all.
Those storms.
There's nothing I wouldn't do.
Looks fucking insane.
No depth I won't explore.
Wicked. Look at that alligator.
With San Francisco.
No secret I won't unlock.
Yeah, I can't fucking wait. My only concern is that it's going to be held back because it's still launching on the PS4. And I don't.
I won't cross.
If anything, I want the game to suck on PS4.
Right.
But
This mission is
I don't know,
mine.
because it's being developed on both. I don't see it not
If I
sucking,
falter,
or not being
there won't be anyone left.
dumbed down because of the PS4. I just want it to be authentic on PS5, native. I was gonna back out real quick, but I forgot the ending is so fucking. Where's it at? Okay. Let's just get to the title card. Wait for it. It's so fuck.
But whatever comes,
Fucking get hype, dude.
Wow.
Let's just go Lord of the Rings with it.
I will be ready.
Fucking hype. But yeah, I can't fucking wait for
Wow.
that game. What about what's your next one?
My next one is actually a game in early access that has a thick roadmap for 2021, and that is Valheim.
Actually. Yeah, you've been super into Valheim. Wanna
Dude,
dive any more into it?
what can I say? Do you like Minecraft? Everyone loves Minecraft. Everyone. I don't care how old you are. You love Minecraft. This is like adult Minecraft, right? It's hard. Like the bosses are hard. It's just like I can't even say enough out of it. It's just like a procedurally generated, beautiful game embedded in Norse mythology. Like I got to a point where Odin, you can see him like out in the trees, like standing there, and you'll get close
Really?
to him and he'll just disappear. Yeah. Like he'll be like chilling in the woods, and you'll be like, "Holy fuck, Odin!" Jeez. Like, freaking, you just see his one eye glowing with his cane, standing in the tree line. Like it's, I don't know, dude. And then they have like this year, they're talking about adding 3 new biomes, updating the oceans. Which 2 of the biomes are already in the game. There's just nothing there. So and then they said each new biome will have a new boss that you'll have to fight to beat the game.
Did you ever beat the last boss?
No, because he gives you a power.
But you can't use it until
Well, no, there's no point in using it.
why?
And it's basically just you use it and you get like effects of all the potions at one time, I think.
Oh, okay. That's weird.
And then he drops an item that just says placeholder. So there's nothing you could do with it. But yeah, it's just like a really good grindy. What kind of game what would you call this?
Survival.
Procedurally survival game.
Yeah.
More Minecraft like. There's a lot of crafting involved and structures and stuff.
I feel like there's a lot
It's
of
all-
crafting in survival games in general.
Yeah, but this is more dumbed down, I guess, if that makes any sense. I don't know. I just enjoy the hell out of it, and I have fun playing it with my friends.
My next one is an expansion. Final Fantasy 14 Endwalker. This is the final Final Fantasy 14 expansion for the MMO. This MMO started in 2011. I started playing it January, and I put in probably 150-ish hours. I was probably going to get back into it this weekend because I kind of fell out in one of the last expansions, Stormblood. But there's Stormblood and Shadowbringers. Those are the most recent 2 ones. And then this is Endwalker. This is going to wrap up the entire story. These are the best Final Fantasy games in fucking years. And when I say years, I mean since like Final Fantasy 9. They are incredibly highly regarded. Everyone loves these games. This team that's working on this one, they're actually going on to work on Final Fantasy 16 next. So that has me extremely excited for where that's going. Just because these guys seem to understand these universes better than most of the other teams. Especially the guy who writes Kingdom Hearts, because that dude blows my fucking mind. I don't like him. But you don't really have any history of Final Fantasy, but have you ever gotten any MMOs at all?
MMOs?
Yeah.
Like in general?
Yeah, like World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy.
Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I just got overwhelmed. My buddies and we would do like LAN parties and just dungeon crawl all night and stuff and like PvP and then like I don't know, we just switched to then PUBG came out. So
Yeah, the raids
yeah.
in this game are like the fucking most epic battles ever. It's like you and like literally like 40 other people are taking on like bosses this big. It's so fucking cool. Um, that one game I can never remember what it's called. I keep wanting to call it Days Gone. It's like Days Past or something like that. That like zombie division looking game. That's supposed to be an MMO, or that's what they're calling it. Um,
The day before.
yeah, the day before. Yeah, that's supposed to be an MMO, so I'm curious how that's gonna work. But I got one more here for you. You got any more for me?
Well, I got two. One I could brush by real fast. Battlefield 6 is
Oh yeah,
probably
we
my
kind of
most anticipated game. Dead Side now is another game that'll be updated. Oh, dude, I love this content creator, by the way. Uh, is a kind of like DayZ, but it and Tarkov, but it works. And PvP's good, and the guns work, and like people get shot when they're meant to be shot. But like, it's basically like if I had to describe it to someone, it's like Arma 2 DayZ mod with no zombies, and replace the zombies with scavs, like human scavengers, like that will gun you down.
Okay,
And it's just this huge map, bunch of
bandits.
people running around, and you're just doing missions to get like loot and money, and you have like two safe zones you could stash your stuff in and hang out with people. And I don't know, like my buddy Loaf, another content creator, big Dead Side content creator, he built an arena and hosted like a tournament, like and like had like I won. Me and my buddy won the tournament. We won like $4 million in game to split, which
Damn.
was like, yeah, we just bought a bunch of 50 cows. So like, but I don't know. It's a fun PvP game, and it's for people. Like I know a lot of people come into my stream when I'm streaming it. A lot of people, and they're like, if I like Tarkov, will I like this? And I'm like, yes, because it's like Tarkov light. It's like user friendly Tarkov, and it's open world.
Is this on Steam?
Like, yes, it's on Steam, and it's $20.
Oh yeah, okay, that's not bad at all.
And for those fellow content creators watching, send the devs a request on Keymailer. They most likely will get back to you in 12 hours.
Oh shit.
But for $15, I'm sorry, $15, I think $15, $20. It's on sale a lot, but they have a humongous update coming soon that they've been teasing for months now, all of us, because the game kind of died. There was a massive DDoS attack,
Yeah.
and the NA player base dropped off. But we're all just waiting for the update, and they're like adding 2 new guns, Scarf, a Moss. They're expanding the map down south. They're adding new missions and areas down there. They're adding base rating, tripwires, landmines, an ATM system, like where you can like transfer skins to like other servers. They teased vehicles. They're adding in a proning system, suppressors, muzzle attachments, new scopes, new reticles, um, just new weapon attachments in general, a ghillie suit. They're just adding in a ton of stuff, dude.
That's
And a
dope.
compass. So it's a very good game, and it's cheap, and it's like it scratches an itch, and it's a good hop in, hop out. Like one of my mods, Steak Knives, he got it thinking like he told me he was like, I'm not gonna play this game seriously. This is like my weekend banger game. Like, all right. Next thing I
40
know,
hours
like,
later after
yeah,
3
dude,
days.
we put like hundreds of hours in this game, dude. So like, it's good. It's come a long way, and there's a big update coming this year. So I've covered a lot. I have a lot of gameplay on my channel. Go check it out. Anyway, what's your numero uno?
My number one is Ratchet and Clank for the PS5. This comes out June 11th, 2021. I am very confident that this is going to hit the release date. Ratchet and Clank is I would say is my favorite third person platformer or 3D platformer, I should say. I remember them back on the PS2. My buddy Hunter, he was fucking obsessed with these games. These and Jack were the two big ones. I always liked these and Sly more, because Sly was like open worldish. This game looks fucking unbelievable. I
Yeah, it
I
does.
gotta unmute it. It is straight up a Pixar movie. I do not get it. And the first game was a soft like relaunch of the series because it launched alongside a movie. And I replayed the game fairly recently, and they had weird narrative points in the game that were tied directly to the movie.
Wait,
Where
which game?
in the 2016 version of Ratchet and Clank.
The wasn't it free on PlayStation Plus one time?
Yes, it was. It's been free on PlayStation Plus multiple times. It's so fucking good. But like I said, a lot of those narrative points are kind of lost and pointless because they're attached to a movie that no one really saw or cared about. Whereas this game is a direct sequel to A Crack in Time, the last PS3 game to come out. So them being able to do their own story on their own without having to have it without having to tie it to any sort of movies has me really excited. I'm gonna cut this in 1 second. There's just one mechanic that is like unfucking believable, and it's why it can't run on a PS4. And I don't know how it works. Like I don't know how.
Which one?
You'll see in a second. He literally pulls the map to him to like teleport. Like there'll be like a rip in the ground. Here, let me see if I can fast forward. Yeah, these things. Like I don't get how this shit works.
To react to your device. Try pointing it at one of them.
Like what?
Hmm. Oh, what?
Yeah. And then there's just one more thing I want to jump to. Where how they're transferring worlds and rendering all these worlds so quickly.
Or at least a very large octopus. I will never get used to that. Anything else to break deducted at them? Kinda wish he was
Come on, where you at?
see what's new.
Come on. Oh, yep, here we go. All
I
right, yeah.
remember seeing this.
Yeah. Like this is unbelievable.
Dimensions are weakening considerably.
I don't know how they're doing that.
Money.
I've watched this fucking trailer 10 times and it still blows my mind each time I see it.
Fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah, I know. I really can't fucking wait. So that's June 11th,
number one?
PS5 exclusive. Yeah, that's why it's number one, because it's the only real PS5 exclusive that's confirmed that has a release date that's coming out soon. That's why Returnal was number two. But yeah, you got any other games you want to shout out?
God, dude, can't think of any because it's a very dry year right now.
Yeah, everything is getting delayed.
It's a transitional year into the new generation. It always happens.
For sure.
So
But I think we should end it here because I am tired. I got to work in the morning. I got a lot of shit I got to do tomorrow. Jay, this was a really fun one, in my opinion. If any of you missed it out there, you could go over to youtube.com/punkwithacontroller. The first 4 episodes are live up there right now. You could go and check them out at your leisure. This episode will be live Monday. I'm just saying Mondays. The episodes, they've been taking like fucking 10 hours to upload. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm uploading them like really high quality. So it's just taking an insane amount of time to go up there. So we'll just say Monday mornings is when those are up. So youtube.com/punkwithacontroller. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe to twitch.tv/punkwithacontroller. Jae Hamilton, Lord X Ham. Go over to twitch.tv/Lord X Ham. Give him some love. Jay, we'll talk next week, bud. This was fun.
Yes, it was, sir.
All right. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a nice weekend. Peace.